Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. Students, in this class we will discuss chapter 5 of science in class 7th. Okay. The chapter is acid, bases and the salt. Students, we will understand that what is the acid, what is the base and what is the salt and the difference between each other. So, acidic substance, basic substance, neutral substance, indicators, what are indicators? Then we will discuss about the neutralization reaction. Students, in nature there are many substances, okay, and we can categorize that substances in acid, bases and the salt. For example, do you take lemon juice? Okay. Do you eat curd? And do you feel the taste that is differ? And baking soda also. So the taste of that substances is differ to each other. And what is the reason behind this difference? Some of them are sure, like citric acid, which is present in lemon. Okay, that's why the sure taste of lemon. And the salts and the base. So previous connect, we eat different kind of food, and some are sweet, some are sour, some are bitter and some are salty, and things taste different because they have the different chemical nature. So students, the taste of different types of food is differ because of their chemical nature. And what is the chemical nature? See, on the basis of the chemical nature of substances, they can be classified as the acid, bases and the neutral. Let us learn about these substances in detail. First, we discuss about the acidic substances. The word acid comes from the Latin word acer, which means sure. Materials that contain acid are called the acidic substances, and these substances are sure in taste. For example, here a lemon juice, and if you will take that lemon juice, then you will feel sure taste, and the short taste is indicating that lemon juice contain acid. And what kind of acid is there? Citric acid. Acids can be categorized into two types. First one, that is organic acid. Second one, that is mineral acid. Acid which are found in plants and animals or their product are called organic acids. For example, citric acid, because citric acid is present in lemon. And the acid which derived from the inorganic compounds called the mineral acid. For example, that is hydrochloric acid. And the organic acid are weak acids and safe to consume, while the mineral acid are strong acid and are highly corrosive. Corrosive means it can destroy and it can harm. Corrosive means cause damage of a substance, though through chemical reaction. Okay students, an acid is said to be concentrated. Acid can said to be concentrated, and the concentrated means that if the amount of water in the acid is lesser than the acid, and it is said to be dilute if the amount of water in acid is more than the acid. So concentrated means the amount of water in acid is lesser, that will be called concentrated. And if the amount of water is more than that substance and acid, that is called dilute. Here is an here is a table. Okay, and through that table you can easily uh, distinguish that organic and the natural source. Organic acid and their natural source. Sorry, here the name of organic acid and their source has been given for you. Now, if we discuss about the ascorbic acid, from where do we get that ascorbic acid? Amla and the citrus fruit. Citrus fruit means that contains sour taste. Okay, and the citric acid, uh, which you can obtain from the citrus fruits like the lemon, oranges, and the lactic acid from curd, and the tartaric acid from the tamarind. Tamarind, in Hindi we can say imli, okay, and grapes. Acetic acid, vinegar, oxalic acid can be obtained from the tomatoes and the spinach. Malic acid from the apples, and the tannic acid from the tea, and glycolic acid that can be obtained from the sugarcane juice. Now the properties of acids. So properties, if we talk about the property of acid, then we can say the acids are sour in taste, acids are corrosive in nature, and have the ability to corrode metals, and it is for this reason that they are generally stored in glassware. Okay, acids are corrosive in nature, have the ability of corrode metals. It is for this reason that they are generally stored in glassware. Why do we store such thing in glassware? Because the glass will not react with that acid, and the acids are soluble in water. Acids are soluble water. You can dissolve that acid in water also. Some uses of mineral acid, and mineral acid is strong acid. What are the uses? So first we talk about the hydrochloric acid. Students, let me remind you, hydrochloric acid that can be produced by your stomach also to kill the harmful bacteria which come along with the food. Now the hydrochloric acid can be used for the cleaning sanitary ware. Okay, and second use, it is used in the purification of common salt. Third one, it is used in the manufacture of paints and the detergent. So these are the applications and the usage. And the sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid, it is also called the king of chemicals. Sulfuric acid called king of chemicals as it is an imported industrial chemical. It is used in car batteries. It is used to produce the fertilizer. Fertilizer are what? To enhance the fertility of crops, okay, and soil for the large production. If you want to increase the production of crops, then you have to increase the fertility, and for increasing fertility you will have to add fertilizer in soil. Then about the nitric acid, it is used to manufacture explosive like the trinitrotoluene and the nitroglycerin, and it is used by goldsmiths to clean the gold and silver ornaments. So these are the uses of different mineral acids that can be called as a strong acid strengths. This is the sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Actually, H2SO4, it's a formula of what? Sulfuric acid. Next, students, Now here a file fact. Sometimes when we do a lot of physical exercise, we get muscle cramp, and because lactic acid gets accumulated in our muscles. Students, when anaerobic anaerobic respiration take place in the muscles of our body, then the accumulation of lactic acid take place in muscles, and due to the presence of lactic acid will cause the cramping, muscular pain. Now the acetic acid, the usage of acetic acid, it is used as the vinegar to enhance the flavor of food, enhance the flavor, and it is used, acetic acid is used as a cleaning agent to clean floors, utensils. Third one, it is used to remove the stain on carpet and woodwork. It is used as a preservative in pickle. Now the basic substances. What are the basic substances? There are some substances that are bitter in taste and soapy. These substances are called the bases. So students, we are talking about base, and the nature of base is bitter in taste and soapy to touch. For example, students, the some sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, okay, these are the examples of basic bases. Now bases are used to manufacture a number of products that we use in our daily life. The substances that contain bases are called the basic substances. The bases can be strong or weak like the acid, and strong bases like the caustic soda, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are very corrosive in nature. Weak bases like the copper hydroxide and the zinc hydroxide are corrosive in nature. Now some properties of bases. Bases are bitter in taste. If you will taste the bases, that is bitter, and if you will touch, that will feel soapy like a soap. So bases may or may not be soluble in water. Bases that dissolve in water are called the alkalines. Bases that dissolve in water are called alkalis. For example, the sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide are what? Alkalis. Now students, again about the bases, there are some uses of bases also in our daily life. So bases like calcium oxide and the calcium hydroxide used to neutralize soil. Second, sodium hydroxide is used in preparation of soap. Magnesium hydroxide is used in antacids. Then sodium hydroxide is also used in manufacture cleaning solution in paper industry and in many other industries. Now this is an activity the show that the bases are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Take some baking soda and taste it. It tastes bitter. Rub the paste of baking soda between your finger. It feels soapy to touch. Thus it concludes that bases are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. Now here is a table in which the name of base is written and the substance. So sodium hydroxide, which is used in what? Soap. Ammonium hydroxide, which is used in window cleaning solution, and the calcium hydroxide which used in lime water, and the potassium hydroxide that is used in soap, and the magnesium hydroxide which is used in milk of magnesia, that is antacid. Okay, so in next class students we will discuss the further chapter.